Hello and welcome to Color Chats with Moira. And today I have the gorgeous, the beautiful Alena, who is here, author of the Lilac Chapter in our book, 11 Pearls of Wisdom, to chat with us today. Hi, Alena.
Hello, Moira.
You know, I love you, love you.
I love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on today and helping to share more around the wisdom that we all collectively wrote about in the 11 Pearl book.
What a creation.
Yeah, what a creation. Yeah, and you know, you were one of the first people who signed up literally and said you were going to do this. You always say yes to me. I always say yes to you, and we end up doing some weird things together.
That's life about, right? If everybody is normal, where we will be.
Yeah. I'm just checking the that we're live here. There we go. Yeah. Yep, we're live, and making sure that I can see if anybody joins us. We haven't got anyone joining us yet. Hopefully we'll get a couple of people joining us soon. So for those of you who are watching the recording or you're about to join, please remember to pick 1, 2, or 3 for a reading today. It's going to be a color card reading. And if you are joining us live, kindly share, let people know that or share the feed if you're watching the recording. Let people know that we are having these color chats so that we reach more than just, the audience that's in the Color Chats Facebook group. And I'm going to quickly flash the camera we can have a look at the pick for today, 1, 2, or 3. Which one are you drawn to, Alena? Card 1, 2, or 3 today?
I'm between 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Oh, that's you. You never do it normal like anybody else, right? I'm going for 3 today. Okay. There we go. So audience, please pick 1, 2, or 3. Pop it in the comments book, in the comments feed, I should say. Listen to me saying comments book. Let me find my tongue and speak properly here. You know what? Spritz of Metatron. That always does the trick to fool me. If my tongue goes one way and my brain goes the other way, to join them together.
I did it.
Thank God we've got these essences that helps us,
Oh, yeah, they do actually.
So really, you're the author of the Lilac Pearl. Let me just show the beautiful photograph of you. But that was a lovely photograph. We had such fun with Maggie that day because I was with you. You came to the photo shoot with us, and your chapter is called The Silent Observer. And there was another picture of you here, which I thought was also very beautiful. It kind of brought in that one there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought everybody loves that photograph of you in the book. They just said it's so poignant and so beautiful and really just resonates with that whole frequency of the lilac and the magenta ray. So I actually, just to give the audience, anybody who hasn't, hello, Aurelia, welcome, darling. Hi, Andrea, welcome. Please remember to pick your numbers. Aurelia says number 2, Andrea says number 1. Well, fabulous. Actually, Alena has chosen 1 and 2, so you're in line with our guest today. I remember I came to, just to give the audience some background as to why you are such an important, and you hold such an important presence in my heart. I came to Canada, immigrated from England to Canada in 2015. And I think it was October that year or November, somewhere around that time, I think it was October, I did an exhibition, the very first one I ever did, to showcase the color mirror system to a whole new audience in a new country. When I came here, I had no clients. I had no ways of knowing if I was ever going to be able to earn income from my business that had been very successful back in England, where I lived for 15 years. And I just set up this at this exhibition. I just set the bottles up and I stood there and people were walking past. And now again, somebody would say, what's this? And then walk away. And then you turned up. And you also had Yenny with you, a friend, and you two spoke about the bottles, felt the bottles, looked at the messages. You disappeared and then you came back again and you spoke some more. And the next thing, you'd signed up to become a color mirrors practitioner. So you were my first color mirrors practitioner, but you went on to also become the very first color mirrors teacher in Canada. And you literally were the first one who could see the potential of this system and who supported my business and continues to support my business. You're always networking. You're always finding ways to push me forward and to push Color Mirrors forward and find opportunities. And for that, I'm eternally grateful to you. And so is everybody at Color Mirrors. So I wanted to just give that little background to everybody to let them know why you're so important to me, and why whenever you say, Moira, can you do this? I always say yes and turn up.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Do you remember that first time?
I do.
I think you just come back from Hawaii and from one of your trips to Hawaii.
Yeah. It's the resonance with the frequency we resonate with, which is so subconscious, right? And just pulls you back, and we want like course now. And you said, hey, hold on, I have to put my pictures up. I just moved it.
I know you were. Yeah, there's from the word go. I've always said yes to you.
She goes, this is how Canadian are. Just push ourselves in. When tomorrow.
I know. I had to quickly go. I remember I had to quickly go and buy some furniture so you'd have somewhere to sit while I was training you. And you and Jenny at that time. Yeah. I am, but genuinely very, very, very grateful to you. So, Alena, you also said yes to this book and to be an author and write your story. And you wrote the Lilac Pearl Chapter. And again, anybody that's just joined, there's that beautiful picture of you in the lilac colors there. And of course, your story is based on grief and loss, and how that turns you inwards, and how that grows you spiritually, and turns you into the silent observer. And in your chapter, you mentioned the greatest loss that a mother can face, and that is the death of her son. For me, that is an unspeakable thought. It's something that I can't wrap my head around. I am the mother of one son, of one child, but I know that time when I first met you, you told me at the stand, that first moment we met, that you were grieving the loss of your son at that time, and I thought to myself, how's this woman still standing? And then, of course, over the last 8 years that we've become friends and gotten to know one another, I continue to be amazed at how you push yourself forward, but not only push yourself forward, despite what the loss and the grief you've had, but you help other people all the time. And to me, it's extraordinary. Where on earth do you get the strength to do that?
I think, we're born for a reason. We're born with missions, and we have things in life which happen to us to make us grow, because I believe life is all about experience. So for me, there was a point when my son was 9 months old, and my mother said, get ready, he's gonna die one day. Are you gonna be old and alone? Just live the life to be ready for that, so you are not old alone and alone. And that stuck in my head, because that was something she put me in reality. She put me in the core of the reality. So I keep life instead in reactive mode. I keep life in action. So there was the other person who said something which was interesting once, when my son was driven to the hospital in emergency, and I was coaching communication course. And I ran out of the room, and the center manager, he saw me, he said, come here. I got there, and he said, why you look like this? I look like a deer in the headlights. And I said, my son is driven in emergency. And he looked at me and he said to me, Alena, you can be your reaction, or you can be in action, and you choose now. And something like came over me. I shook it off. I said, that's it. I will never react again. Then I became this person who are with stuff. I'm with it. Doesn't matter what's happening, I create a space. Also, I know when people, when you go in the room and people laugh, or you're gonna laugh with them, you basically raise that vibration. If you go in the room when people are sad, you're gonna add that sadness to it if you buy into it.
Yeah.
Because
everybody who knows you laugh all the time. You have this infectious laugh, and it's just a part of who you are in your presence.
Yeah, because sadness and it was an option for me. And if my son was suffering, I wouldn't suffer with him, because I will add that frequency to it. Then I hold the love and peace. I just hold that space, then he can do whatever needs to do. So he's okay. So, you know, we have a tendency to suffer with others. Why? Why we do that? Why we make them victim? I said, I trust you. I trust you, do your best, and you will always do. And I empower him. And I just hold that space. It was so simple. What makes it worse is the story we make up out of it.
Yeah. And of course it adds to that energy, you know, and to take action instead of reaction. I love that. And you've got to write, you got to write you've got to write a book. You've got to write this and expand on this for us, because I think it's an important subject. There's so many people who do suffer loss, and you're gonna write some more. Actually, can I share it with them? You just said to me you want to write for the wisdom book as well, the Dragon Wisdom book.
Yeah.
And I've just added your name to the list.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. You also have a daughter, Marquetta, and you have a beautiful granddaughter, Zoe. And what the thing about lilacs and the violet colors, you know, these are sometimes the colors that help us to access and get in tune with our ancestral patterns, you know, the things we inherit in the family gene pool. But it also is a color that says to us, what is the legacy? What are you going to leave behind when your time on the planet is done? What are you hoping to be your wisdom or your legacy that you are going to leave behind for your daughter and your granddaughter?
Well, it's interesting. I do my best to turn them to the nature, because the nature is powerful. And I think we are beings which always live in the nature and drive and strive on it. So we have all the capacities we need if we incorporate who we are with it. So my daughter, she started making these shea butter creams with all these ingredients.
Hold it close to the camera, because you'll there you go. One better.
It's one butter, and this one is with CBD actually. This is real pain, and she put magnesium in it. It's for body. She has moringa oil in it. So she started cooking all this stuff very naturally. She's always in the garden, and she's always doing stuff like that. And my granddaughter, because she's such a new generation, she has a very funny saying. She said, "We are too crazy European." And we always said, "Hello, you are too, you know, it's in your blood." She's kind of in denial. So I would like to live with them. You know, we are powerful beyond the measure. We are truly powerful beings. And if we really get to the organic stuff and we really live organically, we can overcome anything. We can ground ourselves in the nature. We can become peaceful. We just need to be present to it. You know, and we need to be one with all of that. So you can create room. You can create room for anything in life. And there is a power in it, because you know yourself. You know who you are.
Yeah.
So
I love that. Your girls are very, very lucky to have such a wise mum and grandmother.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they have lots of fun.
And I hear some of your stories. Let's have a look who else has joined us here. Joanne has joined us. Hi, Joanne. She's chosen 3. I've chosen 3 today. You and I have the same card. Sherry's saying good morning, and she's choosing 2. And Michael, my son, is on, and he says he wants number 1 today. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us live. And please remember to share and get this out on Facebook, so it alerts other people that we've gone live with the show. In color mirrors, we have some lilac bottles. My favorite, of course, is I love the lilac dragon, and then of course we've got the lilac angel. Those are some of the bottles we have. And then we have the lilac pearl, which is what you wrote about. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, milky, pearly bottle. I absolutely love it. But I'm going to share the camera for a moment, because let me just share screen here. I just want to show the audience, because you know about this phenomena. We have a bottle 16, it's called the Tower, and it's olive on top and it's lilac at the bottom. But this bottle is always changing the lilac into turquoise. And there's a couple of, another bottle, the C15 does that as well, where the lilac becomes turquoise. And what we know about, for those of you who love the color lilac, and you're in Color Mirrors and you find your bottles changing, it's quite often in the Color Mirrors Facebook group, this is a big discussion. The lilac is the color of transformation. Anything to do on that violet lilac ray is about transformation and change that is coming. And so when you have a bottle and the color changes, it's saying there is going to be a change. In this case, it's bottle 16, which is named after the tarot card, the Tower, which means changes are going to happen in a very dramatic way. It's going to be big. And your whole foundation that you've based your belief system on, it's all going to be uprooted and changed. But changing it to turquoise is where the magic it happens in Color Mirrors. When lilac turns to turquoise, turquoise is kind of the signpost of what it is you're going to change into, or what are the gifts that you can begin to accept. And of course, turquoise is the color of heartfelt communication, trust. It's the color of taking up a role as spiritual leadership and teaching and sharing with a community. So I wanted to just share that with our audience today. Have you had when you had your bottles, Alena, did yours also turn colors like that lilac to turquoise?
They haven't. They actually have the green turn into, it was very pale, very, very light.
Yeah. So
Then with the other colors, and green always changes for me. I don't know why a green changes for me, but green changes.
Well, you were just talking about how you love nature and how you know that nature is the medicine for everybody, and it's a natural organic way to live. So you would have green change for you because that is the ray that you work with. Yeah,
probably. And also, I have nothing violent home. I don't have the color. I don't have a purple. I don't have anything like that. It feels like I just don't have it. I can't even stand it to wear it. So
why? Tell me why. Because
I feel there's
interesting that you're the Lilac Pearl author and you have nothing lilac at home, and it's not a color that you wear.
Yeah, because when you said that, I feel sick. I said, really? Is the one color?
Yeah, I said to Alena before the show, see if you can wear a bit of lilac to the show today. And she came and she says, no, I don't have it.
I bought a dress and give it away. So
you did for the photo. Yeah, is that the one you had on the photo shoot? And then you gave it away.
I can handle it. So I believe if you move, when I take a bath in the Color Mirrors, okay? So I believe you wash away what's sitting and sticking with you. Mm-hmm. So when you wash away, I feel like I will hold on. So I cannot hold on grief. I cannot hold on suffering because it's temporary. Mm. And if we hold it on longer, we become victim out of it. Mm. So victimize ourselves. For me, it's not anymore about what happened to the other person or with them. It's all about us. Mm. So I just can't do it. I just can't. When I let it go, I let it go. So I cannot carry it with me.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, that one.
Because you made a very big decision about what lilac and violet means to you, that it's grief, and you let it go because you said, I'm not going to be a reactionary, I'm going to take action. Yeah. And that is why the lilac is not something that you want to wear. But thank you for sharing the story and being the lilac pearl and holding that such a powerful presence on loss and overcoming it and sharing that with us. I loved it. Absolutely loved your chapter, Alena. And so thank you.
Wonderful book. It's truly magical creation. Amy did such and all of us just wonderful job.
It is beautiful. What did you enjoy writing and publishing? What was difficult? What was fun?
I wrote it in 2 hours, was done, because I wrote what was. I didn't make up anything. I just wrote what was. But what was the challenge to express it in the way I can ground it into the reality, and people can actually hear it. That English expression of it, or I have sometimes a hard time to express what I experience because I'm too much in energies and field. I see unspoken. I am in that. So to bring it into the word, it's like I just move it out. Just let me move it out of you. So that was the hard part. That was how I expressed it. That takes me a little longer to gather my thoughts, because when you became that silent and when you absorb what's happening, are you really looking at it? So there is lots of actions happening. It's lots of movement everywhere. And you can see the feelings. You will know the person experiences, and you can almost hear their thoughts. So you will know all of that if you are just really present. So bring that all in the words, what I was experiencing and what was happening in the world. That was a challenge. Otherwise, a message was out there, because that's what happened.
Well, in your chapter, there was that powerful moment where, I mean, literally your son was dying and the medical staff were a little bit just, not knowing what to do. And we actually, Amy and I put it in a little bubble for you here. I calmly walked over to him and placed my hands on his feet.
Yeah.
And that's what you did. You took action. You didn't have that reaction. Even the medical staff was going, oh my God, there's nothing more we can do. You took action, and you simple act of going to where he was lying down and holding his feet. And that kept him on the planet.
It did, actually. It did.
It gave you more time with him.
It really did. And I have this, we are such a reactive beings, okay? And I have the other client call me, and she have high anxiety. And I remove it because she asked me to. And then she called me next day and she said, what did you do to me? What did you do to me? I said, okay. She said, there's nothing. I cannot react when my daughter cries. I'm just here. I said, did you ask me to remove anxiety? She said, yes. I said, this is called peace. Imagine if doctor will come and they will react. I said,
it's like you're a spiritual energy surgeon.
I said, just congratulations, enjoy your peace. Oh, that's weird. Hello, peace is weird, okay?
Oh, Alena, I love it. Well, if you're going to be writing, and you've said you'd like to now be part of the 11 Dragon book, that is going to be fabulous to have you, because I think what that book's going to focus on is the inner child stories and healing the inner child wounds. And, because dragons are kind of like Disney-like creatures and mystical creatures. So I think we're going to have a lot of wonderful stories that will help people heal some of the wounds.
And it's a very different energy when you use the angels and when you use the dragons sprays in color mirrors. It's very different.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can just look at that's the lilac angel, and that one's the lilac dragon. And in my case, the lilac angel is the one that just feels like such a soft, peaceful, angelic, floaty kind of energy. But whenever I spray this thing, it literally is like there's like a dragon came and breathed fire and spit something away. The energy is much more forceful and energetic. To me, this is action.
Yes.
the dragons just take action.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay. If someone is watching right now and they're resonating with your story, and they've reacted, they're grieving, they're feeling sad, and adding to that energy, into the drama, into the event, into the circumstances, what pearl of wisdom would you give them? How can you say, I mean, I know you said you can take the reactionary part out of people energetically who ask, but if somebody doesn't have access to you right now, or they just want to snap out of it, well, what can you suggest they do? Just explain a little bit around how can you change to taking action that is positive and not adding to the sadness or the grief in the moment.
Yeah. You got to ask yourself what you are really sad about. What really is it? What kind of story you keeping alive? So,
because everything is all our reactions is based on something we believe. It's a story that we've been brought up with, right? So first thing, okay, guys, if you're watching this and you're grieving and you're involved in a drama, you're involved in things going on, ask yourself, what is it that's actually making you sad? First thing, love it. Next thing,
right? So what's your intention? What are you intending to be sad? What that gives you? So sadness gives us attention and love from others.
Yeah.
So we're striving for love and attention. So we became victim, we became poor me, and we want that. I know we miss other people. We miss them when they leave. I miss my son too. But I was in white when he died. I celebrate the transformation. You have to understand this is just transformation. You're transiting from one point to the other. And we all will. Only what we do, we choose new vehicle, new body next time. And that soul has been done. That soul need to go. We may don't want that. We may hold on it, but it's not our call. When my son chose to disconnect the treatment, I said, I will do anything you want. He said, I'm sorry, Mom, I can't do this anymore. I said, it's okay. Whatever you do, I will do it because it's his choice. We need to accept soul choices because it's not about us. And if we still feel sorry longer than it's appropriate, so you're making yourself story, you're keeping it alive. And it's by self-punishment. Sometimes it's self-guilt. We should do more, because when it's incomplete, we keep ourselves feel guilty. But also you have to know one thing, guilt, it's made up. Guilt does not exist. What is guilt? It's from expectation of others. So if you do something which you shouldn't, what's going to happen? You're going to say first, you're going to feel fear. I have done something what I shouldn't. And then you're going to feel sad about that. And then you became angry. You're going to blame yourself or others. So guilt, it's 3 emotions in one bucket because that's what it is. Fear, sadness, and anger. And then it's created by a surrounding which expect us or from ourselves when we expect something from ourselves. Is the expectation which is put on us. So don't feel guilty because you have done what you have done and that was exactly what needs to be done. There's nothing else to do. Just, we need to disconnect those energies and then we can let people go and that soul can move on. We don't hold them back. Just do not hold them back. They need to move on. Your sadness, your need for them holds them back.
Your need for them holds them back.
Yeah. We need them. Why?
We need for them to make a different decision.
Yeah, to
stay
be
and not go and stay longer and
it's all about you. It's all about you. Me,
it is.
Be here with me. Why did you leave me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh no, it's exactly that. Oh my goodness. That is very, very powerful and very deep and just incredible advice, Alena. And I do hope that anybody who's watching this and who is watching the recording, who knows somebody who is grieving, who is sad, if you could pass on this recording, just keep sharing it. I'll pop it onto YouTube so you can share the YouTube link as well. I think this is something, maybe it's time for people who've been stuck for a long time in their grief, in their guilt, which is really the sadness and the anger, as you say.
Well, if I will be sad, I will be sad, my son will suffer because that soul cannot make a decision to go where they need to.
I was just thinking about how you said that, the lilac didn't change to turquoises for you, but the greens did. And I know we have a bottle that Melissa Jolly, the founder of Color Mirrors, and who makes these beautiful bottles for us in South Africa. She says the green dragon which is kind of a white and a green combination,
Mhm.
is the one that helps you detach from your loved one. So if you're in a hospice with them and they're hanging on for you, and you need to give them permission to go, so that, and you're okay, give yourself permission to let go, you use the green spray. So I wonder if that is why the green is such an important color for you, because you have this ability to just to let go and what's good for the higher self, and not follow
We cannot accept other people's decision. We're not accepting. We force them to do what they want. I want this, I want that, you should, you must. Let them go. Create a space, because I think the green dragon, it's such a it's the space around you. It's allow you to just separate yourself and allow others to go on their journey. Don't be so selfish. Let them go, because the soul need to do what they need to do, right? Because you're gonna go one day too, and if you're gonna see other people crying and suffering, you're gonna go yes, no, and that's why it's hard to die. I'm gonna one day go to home, I'm gonna sleep, and I'm gonna die, because I'm clear. If they want me to die or not, I'm leaving.
Okay, we know it's going to happen for you now.
That's it. I decided.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, Alena, you have yesterday you called me and we had a little meeting, and you decided there's something that you wanted me to do with you, and again I've just said yes, I'm turning up. Do you want to tell the audience a little bit around what, if you're in the Toronto area, what's coming up?
Yeah. So there is a private club. It's private club for women. It's called Verity, and it's a very beautiful place to be in downtown, and lots of colors in it. Everybody will love it. And there's all the women who really achieve something in their life and who want to come into the place to relax and just be. They come there. And I would like us to just bring the color mirrors and talk about what color mirrors mean in the world, how really helps people to allow themselves to move that heavy energy from the world around us, from the ancestors, from whatever has been attached to in ourselves for so long, to make it more easy and peaceful life. So I think it will be great, all the color mirror people, whoever can come there and just celebrate what we have done with the book, what's going to happen with the next book, and share basically the color mirrors experience. You can expand on it, or you can actually give people more wisdom of what really color mirrors bring into our lives. So I think it will be a fantastic event, and it's sometimes it's good to go in places like this and forget about all that stuff which going on in the world, and be with the colors of life, so we can share together.
That's fabulous. And we were talking about how we were going to cover 6 topics that color impacts. It was
it's the
health, family, relationships,
health, family, relationships, spirituality,
career, and career.
And self-growth, because all of those areas we can actually bring into the balance if you look what is out of balance, because that's where we're operating in life. So color mirrors, if you create context of your health, and you can say, okay, I'm having a little bit anxiety, I'm afraid. So you have always access to pick something in that area and heal it. So we can bring your health, and you can bring your relationship in balance. You're looking at relationship and careers, finances and relationship always go hand to hand. So there's a cycle of the 6 areas of life, which we can truly rebalance with color mirrors. So
really you're asking not just myself to join you, you want the whole color mirrors family here in Canada to join together. And to sort of come together and celebrate color, have an event together, and be on hand to talk to the other people who are attending about color and what you do. And of course, we have such a variety of people here in Canada. I mean, we've got Sherry who does Feng Shui, we've got Catherine Bork who does the family colors, and we've got Dwayne who does accounts and colors. I mean, we've got such a variety of people who can, Susan does with grief counseling and reflexology. I mean, they really, guys, come on, you got to get together. We're going to do this event. I think
look at that. Look at that. If we bring them in those areas, everybody can share what's their experiences. Then they can find themselves, and we can actually really grow together, and we can learn from each other. I think.
And you're providing this opportunity because you're actually a member of this club. It is exclusive as well. You know, it's very well known in Toronto. So guys, if you're colored mirrors practitioner, teacher, or just love colored mirrors, please keep in touch with myself and Alena. We will make an announcement and confirm. We're looking at the 21st October on a Saturday. We're looking at hopefully booking a room and organizing it for that day, but we will confirm and make sure that you're all aware of it at that time. It'll be a ticketed event as well, and there'll be snacks and champagne served. So
and bring your guests so they can learn about that, right?
Bring somebody with.
Yeah.
Oh, Alena.
Expand. It's about expansion.
Okay, let's make this now about the audience. Oops, a card fell out, so that's definitely card number 1. And I'm going to keep shuffling, and card number 2 and card number 3. I got them. Okay, so let's switch cameras and share screen here, and let's have a look at the card message, color card message for the week. So those of you who liked number 1, you've got the blue communication, peaceful words card. So this week it's about speaking peace, and it is, and a little bit, actually, you know, this is what you were saying, Alena, when you, during the interview, is, adding peaceful energy to a room, and, and think before you speak, be conscious with your communication. So if you are drawn to number 1, this is about using peaceful words to achieve what you want to achieve this week. Something Alena is very well practiced in. Oh my goodness. And then the second card is another blue card. So there's a very blue week for number 2. People who picked number 2 as well. Blue angel, you are safe. You picked 1 and 2, both blue cards, Alena.
Something about that.
So blue angel, you are safe, you are protected. So whatever's going on that's kind of making you feel unstable, or kind of like, the universe isn't quite giving you what you want, just remember that the angels are on hand to help you. They are there to change the circumstances, to help you to feel safe, to help you feel that everything is going to be okay. But again, I think just the 2 together for you, Alena, because 1 and 2, this is really just whatever you're wanting to change with your life now, wherever something doesn't feel like you're in a safe space, use peaceful words and you'll be able to get out of it. Blue is also about getting legal help. So if you feel that you need somebody to write you a lawyer's letter, or just to kind of put words together in a way that is non-confrontational, that just states the facts, I would suggest that you try that as well. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
Always.
Okay, number 3. Oh my goodness me, there we go. White soul, congealed light. For myself, and everyone else has chosen 3. That's my pick. White soul. I like this one because it says to me, it immediately, the words that come up is you're under a spotlight, you're being watched, and it's not a creepy way in being watched. It's like you're under the angels, your spirit guides, your spirit family, everybody's watching what you're going to do with the situation that you're in. And very often this is about making a choice. Am I going to react with the ego and the beliefs, or am I going to tap into my soul to guide me and my soul's wisdom? So I really feel here that, and what you're going to do with your light, your light can be like the sun. It can be this lovely warm color coming out of you, or you could singe people with flares of anger and uncontrolled emotion. So really, for people in the 3, this is going to be a week where if anything comes at you, don't react, take a deep breath and ask your soul, what's the best thing to do? What's the best thing to say? What's the best thing to take as an action step moving forward out of where you're at? So you're under the spotlight, you're being watched, and for a good reason, because normally that soul card comes up because there's an initiation, there's a test going on.
You've been watched everywhere today.
I'm being watched. I'm not paranoid at all. Oh, I can only
Yeah.
laugh with you like this, Alena. I think it's fabulous. You don't mind me being silly.
Oh my God. Life is too
Now,
short. Okay.
I want to thank you so much for coming on, but just how can people get hold of Marquetta's products if they wanted to get some lovely organic shea butter products? How can they, what is the details?
It's shea butter to hack, basically. It's shea butter XO.
Yeah, oh, lovely. Okay, you need to go into the link and maybe put a link to her website into the feed from the chat. Can you do that for us as well?
Sure.
Okay, fabulous.
XO.
Nadira says, oops, I'm being watched. You and me, Nadira, both. Whatever decisions we make this week, Spirit's got their beady eye on us. Sherry Bro says, thank you for a lovely chat. And hi, Anne is also watching. Oh, that's wonderful, guys. Thank you so much. Anne is saying, I do Reiki and astrology with color. That's wonderful. Pamela, I'll watch the rest recording. Thank you so much. This is close to my heart right now. Oh, Pamela, please come back and watch the recording, and just if you need to talk to somebody as well, please contact Alena as well. She'd be wonderful to support you if you need it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's us, my darling. Thank you for today.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. You are a being of colors in Canada, which was very needed, and your energy is very contagious.
I'm under a spotlight, so that's blowing my mind today. So now I'm contagious. I'm like, oh my God.
I'll spread it well.
Just gonna spray some of this Metatron again. I love you, girl. Thank you so much. And viewers, thank you for watching. Please share this. If you know somebody who is struggling with grief and loss, let them hear the message that Alena has given us today. We've gone actually over longer on the show today because I think what she shared is really, really important. So please pass it on.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and all of you who listen. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye for now.